Welcome back to Real Talk with Matt and Phil. This is part whatever the fuck of our Halloween series.
Part 3.
Part 3.
Part
Thank
3
you.
of Halloween.
Thank God Matt takes notes.
Yeah.
We're on, which Halloweens are we on, Matt?
So now we are entering the soft reboot era. Soft reboot of Halloween. We're coming off the heels of the incredible trilogy that was 4, 5, and 6.
Wow. Best trilogy since Lord of the Rings.
I mean, that trilogy walked so Peter Jackson could roll
That's right.
and give us Lord of the Rings. It was, I mean, ugh, boy.
You're welcome.
So this is a soft reboot. It's called, we're starting with Halloween H20, released in 1998. H2O means water. It also means Halloween 20 years later. And like I've mentioned before, this series does very interesting and great things with time. This is 20 years after the original Halloween. So it fits. It's all fun.
That's right. It's a new timeline.
New timeline. They don't acknowledge. Well, see, that's where it's a little interesting.
Yeah, I have my issues with the timeline.
Because H2O, we have Laurie Strode. She's living a new life in Northern California. She's the headmistress of a prep school. She goes under a new name because in part 4, we learned that Laurie Strode died and had a kid and gave up the kid. And then we learn in these movies that she faked her death.
That's right.
To hide from Michael.
Yeah.
So I say soft reboot because they kept that aspect.
Sure.
There's no acknowledgement of Jamie. There's no acknowledgement of cult. There's no acknowledgement of anything.
No.
Now, to be fair, because they don't acknowledge it, doesn't mean that it didn't happen. Because the way I see it, with movies and reboots, and when you change continuity, just me personally, if you keep one link, it's all kept, whether you mention it or not.
Sure.
So I personally see this as the Jamie stuff still all happened. They just don't talk about it.
It couldn't have, though, on a technical storytelling standpoint, because Jamie Lee Laurie Strode is dead in the Thorn trilogy. She's dead.
Well, she's dead because we're thought to believe that she's dead. But the only reason we think she's dead is because they say Laurie's dead. It's actually in H2O.
Oh, because she faked her death.
Right. So
that's a good point.
It's in H2O that we actually see newspaper clippings during the opening credits that talk about Laurie Strode's death. It talks about a car crash, because we're not even told how she died in part 4. It was a throwaway. It was Laurie Strode's dead. And that's because Jamie Lee Curtis didn't want to come back and do the movie. So now in this one, we're actually seeing that she died. So we're making those links to 4, but they just don't talk about a whole ass kid that she had. So to me, it's just like,
I guess you're saying it could be
right.
Like if you wanted to,
right.
But
if you enjoy those movies, you can believe that they happened.
I don't think it's meant to, but you could, I suppose. But do they say in H2O that she faked her death as a car crash? They say that in H2O.
Yeah. Because in 4, we're just told she's dead.
Okay,
we're not even told how.
Because I thought in 4 they said it was a car crash.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I can't remember.
I have some kind of like a weird like memory of like, because I looked it up.
Well, I have no memory at all. So
like
go ahead.
I looked it up and there's some people who are like, I think they said it in 4 and blah. That just goes to show how many people aren't rewatching the movie to find out.
Sure.
But I do remember because I more recently watched H2O than 4. In the opening credits, there's like a montage of newspaper clippings and things like that.
You're right.
So there's one that says, car crash.
Yeah, so I guess it could be.
Yeah.
So you're operating under the assumption that it is canon.
Just because if you're going to keep one thing, you don't get to pick and choose. Bless you.
Thank you. I know what you mean.
Yeah, like if you're going to keep one thing, you have to keep the whole thing. And that doesn't mean you have to acknowledge, that doesn't mean you have to talk about it, that doesn't mean you have to acknowledge it. And that's why that's why I'm calling it a soft reboot. And also, that's why they just make no mention of the movies outside of the Laurie Strode death link.
That's a good point.
Other than that, there's no connection, no tie. This movie doesn't take place in Haddonfield.
No.
It's in Northern California at this prep school.
Well, here's my little nitpick before we get any further about the timeline. Because it's my understanding, maybe it's false, that H2O was intended to be only canon to the first 2 movies.
And it would make sense.
But operating under that understanding, if it does take place after the events of the first 2 movies, well, even that doesn't hold up. Technically, if you want to nitpick, I guess, because
that's what we do here, baby.
And that's what we do here, and that's what we're best at.
Pick that nit, go for it.
Well, he burned up in 2, and okay, he survived it. He survived it in 4. That's fine.
Sure.
But he'd have motherfucking burn marks on him. He's clean as a whistle in H2O.
It's very clean.
And 2 has to be canon because it's revealed that they're siblings.
Right.
And only in 2 are they revealed to be siblings.
Right. They are
Halloween
still siblings.
was always meant to be, and what it was shown was just a random crazy guy who targeted some teenagers, no rhyme or reason.
Right.
They just tacked that on. But in H2O, they're siblings, so 2 has to be canon, but he's not burned up. So, I mean, nitpick, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, also, dude traveled from Illinois to Northern California. Probably brought a new mask along the way.
Brought a new mask?
Maybe.
Well, I'm not talking about his mask. I'm talking
you're talking about like his body.
I'm talking about his skin. Like his hands.
Weren't his hands always fucked up?
His hands would be burned up.
His hands weren't fucked up in this movie? I don't remember.
I don't remember them being burned up.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't looking at his hands. I was looking at that terrible mask. Because I love...
Some of it's CGI.
I didn't know that.
The scene where the kid from Jumanji, remember him?
Yeah, that's one of my notes.
That's one of your
That's
notes.
one of my notes. Kid from Jumanji.
When he first sees Michael, that mask is 100% CGI.
Really?
I can rewind it for you. I'll show you.
I got to go back and rewatch that. I want to see that.
Yeah.
Because I really, really fucking enjoyed this movie.
Me too.
I liked H2O a lot. Did not like that mask. I don't like that you could see his eyes. I don't.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like that.
And we were kind of mentioning in one of the other videos about Michael emoting.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that. And I feel like with the eyes, he was able to emote.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't feel it.
I agree.
I like when Michael wears the mask and it's big enough that his eyes just look like black holes. I think that's rad.
I think I could deal with some eyes showing, but it has to be very darkly lit.
Sure.
Like in this one, it's very brightly
like
lit.
You see his
like,
peepers.
It's like, oh, this is just a person. But I want to see Michael as supernatural, as more of a person.
I feel like the mask was almost too small.
Yeah.
Like that's what it was so close to his face.
Yeah,
that's why you could see his eyes
bulging out almost.
Yeah, there was a lot of scenes where where he was really looking at you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she has a son in this movie who's a student of the school. This is another movie where we're introducing a known actor. Introducing Josh Hartnett was part of the opening credits. The opening scene, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in this movie.
I know.
As a kid.
I forgot that he gets a fucking skate
to the face.
Through his face.
So at this point of the series, I was noting because he kills Younger later, but up to this point, this is the 7th movie now released. I didn't think he was gonna kill. Like I didn't think those kids were gonna die in that opening scene because they look like 14, 15-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
And then the old lady goes into the neighbor's house or whatever, and she sees Joseph Gordon-Levitt sitting there with an ice skate in his face.
Gnarly.
And then he kills the other kid. He kills the old lady. One line that I thought was very funny when the 3 of them were in a room and not Joseph Gordon-Levitt tells the old lady, "Hey, don't you know secondhand smoke kills?" And she says, "Yeah, but they're all dead." or he said something like, "Don't you know that they say secondhand smoke kills, or your friends," or whatever he says, but that's the point that he drives across.
I laughed a lot at that line.
Yeah, and she goes, "Yeah, but they're all dead." I think she's a nurse, which makes it funnier.
Here from the first movie.
Oh, she is?
one of the when in the first movie where Mike takes the car with Loomis and the nurse.
Yeah.
and they're
Oh, that's
driving
right.
up in the rain and all the mental patients are escaping.
Yeah.
That's her.
That's funny. Is that the
Nurse,
same actress too?
What's her fucking same actress.
Nice.
Forgot
Nice.
her name. But yeah.
He slits the throat of the other kid. I
Mhm.
remember we were talking about that. My note here is slit throat always makes me squirmy.
Yeah.
And then introducing Josh Hartnett. I noticed Michael seems more menacing in this movie.
Yeah.
He's very menacing.
He moves a little faster in a way.
Yeah.
He's not particularly imposing. He seems like a younger guy.
Yeah, a little bit more
than-
spry.
Like he seems more spry than he should be.
It's almost like he hasn't gone through 3 movies of shit.
Yeah, like it hasn't. Yeah,
He's not as tired.
right, sure.
From
But he
getting
moves like
shot
young.
and
Yeah,
burned.
yeah. But he has got this fast walk to him.
Yeah.
In this movie.
He's a quick
he's,
boy.
He's at it. You know,
Yeah.
he's like a shark.
And I put more menacing. My next note was first time killing kids ? Because of the 2 kids in the opening scene. And then I talk about.
Well, they're not. I don't think they're much any younger. They're high school kids. I'd say.
Well, yeah, I mean, but like, how old are they intended to be in that first movie? They're high school kids, but like, what are they? 17, 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess 15, 16 ain't that different.
Nah.
In this circumstance, when it comes when it comes to killing kids, right? Yeah. When it comes to killing kids,
it's a different ball.
a few years don't matter.
than the other thing.
Ask the Israelis.
Yeah.
They don't care about ages for killing kids.
No, because they'll get away with it.
Right. So she's at the Hillcrest Academy. She's going under a new name, Carrie Tate.
Yeah.
She's the headmistress. She's also a teacher. Her son goes there. They're planning this cool school-wide trip to, I think, Yosemite National Park.
Yep.
And that's the excuse to have the empty building for the events that ensue.
Yeah.
LL Cool J. So this was a popular thing in the 90s where it was like, let's throw a popular musician in our movie.
Yeah.
So LL, I don't know if he had done Deep Blue Sea at this time. I think
Deep Blue Sea was after.
Yeah.
It was 1 year. It was only 1 year after. Yeah.
It was 99.
99.
Nice. So, he had started getting into acting, and then a bunch of movies in that era had musicians here and there. He plays like the security guy, who's trying to be a writer.
Yeah.
For most of his scenes, he's on the phone with his girl,
Yeah.
reading his works.
It's one of the best parts of the movie.
He's hilarious in this movie.
Hilarious.
I loved it.
And his whole subplot it's just great. It's just it's not imposing at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't get in the way of everything else. It's perfectly placed. He's just minor enough and just major enough of
absolutely,
a character. It's perfect.
He's in the movie a fair amount, but he's
Yeah.
not like overpowering.
Right.
He's just getting
Like
in.
Busta Rhymes. Right.
Yeah, he's just getting into acting. He's having fun with it. I wrote one of his lines from his story that he was reading to his girl. Tumultuous round melon breasts.
Round melon breasts. What kind of melons are we talking about? Watermelon? What kind of melons?
That scene was I rewound it like 4 times.
Yeah.
Because of the way he delivered that line was so funny.
Yeah.
Josh Hartnett, his mother is kind of overbearing. She's very overprotective. She doesn't like him leaving the school. She's very much in a way like her character in the Hard reboot of the movies, where she's like but she's not a prepper in this movie.
No.
But she's still very like nervous, always looking over her shoulder. Michael. She's very protective of her son because of that.
It's probably a more logical take on the
Yeah.
traumatized Lori, I'd say.
Like there's a scene where him and his buddy leave campus, and she catches them off campus, and they have a screaming match on the sidewalk, because she's like so freaked out that he left campus. So she's not letting him go on this field trip, and then they have an argument. She decides to let him go. Him and his friends have a plan that they were going to stay anyway and just hide out in the school, drink and fuck and do what kids do.
Right.
So he ends up staying with his girlfriend, his buddy, and his girlfriend. The buddy's the kid from Jumanji.
Yeah, dude. I can't get that. Every time I see his face, which is not very often, it's either Jumanji
it's
or this
Jumanji,
movie.
Yeah.
And a Jumanji I haven't seen in years.
Yeah.
I just picture his fucking hands like disappearing into the fucking board game, like dissipating and becoming sand.
Yep.
fucking freaky as shit,
Yeah,
man. One of the freakiest things.
And
I've
his
ever seen
weird
as a kid.
sunken eyes, where he looked like a 70-year-old man
He does.
at 13.
That's a good.
Yeah, you don't forget those eyes, dude.
No.
Um,
Where'd you get those eyes?
we got a call back to the original. Josh Hartnett's girlfriend's character is in class one day. She's sitting in the back of the room. She looks out the window and sees Michael.
Yep.
And then looks away, looks back, and he's gone. It's a callback to Laurie in the original. That was very cool. Like, I don't like when movies go crazy with, like, the references or the cameos, or, like, when they have to make it known. If they do it
Too
subtle,
wink, wink. Yeah.
when it's too wink, wink, it's like, I'm over the Deadpool shit.
Yeah.
But,
I
like, if they do it subtle like that, awesome, rad. It's fun. It's fun. You know, because in that instance, if you don't know the movies, you don't get the reference. And I think that's how it should be. If you know the movie, you go, hey, you know, kind of like Leo in the, you know, the
Meme. Yeah.
You know, fun. What else we got? I wrote down this funny line. Oh, I forgot. Happy Halloween. When the old lady's talking.
I love that scene,
when
man.
the old lady's talking to Laurie, and, you know, she tries to give her, like, some motherly advice. And
it's sweet, man. It's a very real human moment, and, like, and I like it. It's easily seen where it happens. You're like, oh my god, whatever. It's like some dumb, like, throwaway, like, characterization shit, but. No, it's very sweet. It's very real what she says, but then when she hits her with the Happy Halloween,
dude.
totally ruins the whole thing, dude.
Absolutely.
Laura was like, "Wow, I needed to hear that." And the Happy Halloween, she's like, "You fucked it up."
Yeah,
she didn't know though.
That's what I thought. Like, they already started walking their separate ways. The old lady gets to her car and she goes, "Oh, I forgot. Happy Halloween. It's not Christmas. You don't have to wish people Happy Halloween."
Yeah, exactly.
That's a weird thing to wish.
Thing.
Like, it's not her birthday. Oh, I forgot. Happy Arbor Day.
Right.
What the fuck are we doing?
Jesus wasn't born on Halloween.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
And the way Jamie Lee Curtis looks at, she's like, oh, you fucking bitch. Very funny.
Apparently wasn't born on Christmas either, but we're not gonna get into that. But yeah.
Very funny. Throughout the movie, Laurie, there's multiple scenes where she sees her boyfriend as Michael.
Yeah, it's one of those things, dude.
So this time watching H2O, it wasn't my first time watching it, but it had been so long that I completely forgot the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching this, and I'm seeing her mistake him for Michael, and I'm like, is there going to be some kind of weird plot twist? Because, like,
I remember thinking the same thing.
Because also, like, that's a big thing around this era, like this time period of horror movies, where everything needed a plot twist.
Yeah, and as ridiculous as it would be.
Luckily, very happy to report no plot twist, but now it makes that confusing as fuck.
No, they're trying to sell you on the idea that, okay, she's hallucinating, so there's that aspect. But, it's a dirty trick.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Like, the camera is clearly showing Michael, an outline of Michael, but it's not Michael.
Even sometimes physically Michael. Like the one time where she sees him.
It's literally Michael.
Yeah.
It's not, it's explicitly Michael.
Yeah.
It happens with LL Cool J. At the end of the movie when he gets shot mistakenly thinking they're Mike, it literally shows Michael just showing it. It's like, no, it's LL Cool J. Okay. It's a dirty trick.
I thought I was crazy.
No, you weren't.
Because when he turns the corner, I could have sworn I saw hair. Yeah, and then he drops and then bald.
No, they could not get it past me. I was like, all right.
I thought I was crazy, but I didn't want to rewind. I was like, damn, that really looked like Michael. Maybe I'm crazy.
No.
Shout out to Scream 2.
Yeah, they're playing
the two girls are watching Scream 2.
Which, by the way,
fucking love that movie.
The movie H2O itself feels very Scream-like. It has that vibe.
It does.
And that's not by any accident.
Yeah.
Kevin Williamson produced the movie.
Oh.
H2O, yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah. And, it's of that era where Scream's the hot shit.
Exactly.
It came out 2 years after Scream 1.
Exactly, yeah.
Is this the same year as Scream 2? When did Scream 2 come out? It had to be. No, 97. So it's after. It had to be because they show Scream 2.
Yeah. And
it
that's
came
another
96, 97.
That's another reason why a product of the times, but also like Scream was setting a new bar for the slasher genre, and Scream was very heavy in all of its movies about having a plot twist.
Very heavy, man.
Because and that's the nature of the movie. The killer's
Yeah.
a real person. You don't know who he is. Plot twist.
Right.
So that's why I'm all these things are coming into mind when I'm watching. Like, what
Sure.
the fuck is she seeing her boyfriend? Like, so But shout out to Scream 2. Scream 2 is great.
Yeah, it was a nice little Easter egg.
It's the best of the franchise.
Well, yeah.
We'll do videos on Scream.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah. What else we got? I mentioned it's a great slow build. It's an hour and a half, and about 45 minutes of this movie is all world building.
Totally.
You're meeting the characters. They're fleshing the characters out. You're learning things about them. They're building the world. They're giving reason for everything. It's not, kids in an empty house that are babysitting. It's like we're kids in a school. The reason it's empty, everybody goes on this field trip. Like they set it up. They build the pieces. They build it up, and the payoff's great because then the next 45 minutes are the roller coaster of Michael terrorizing this fairly small group of people. It's the 4 kids. It's LL Cool J. It's Lori, Carrie Tate, and her boyfriend. That's it. And he only kills 2 of them? No, 3. He kills the couple, and then he kills the boyfriend.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, only 3 kills.
Yeah.
But the kills were pretty gnarly. He kills Jumanji Kid. There's that very intense scene where he goes to the downstairs apartment, drops a bottle opener into the trash compactor, and then you see Michael behind him.
Yeah.
Before he even goes to reach in the trash compactor. So the whole time you're thinking, like, Michael's not even going to kill him. He's just going to walk up to him and flip the switch, and he doesn't.
Right.
So you're like, oh, fuck, how's he going to do it?
Yeah.
And he ends up, I don't think they show the kill, do they?
No, they don't show us.
No, but he shoves him in the elevator.
Mm.
Then he kills his girlfriend. I don't think they show that one neither. But Josh Hartnett and his girlfriend find her hanging in a closet.
Yeah, that was a creepy
A lot of blood. It was a trail of blood that went to the closet where they found her.
Yeah, I mean, but even leading up to her death, when she's in that I could call it like the dumbbell whatever waiter, the dumb waiter, dumbbell waiter. What do you call it?
The elevator thing.
Yeah, it's for some reason the dumb shaft. I'm fucking up the name of it. Whatever, the elevator shaft.
That was an intense scene.
Yeah, he cuts the rope and it fucking lands on her fucking leg.
Yeah.
And somehow she rips out her leg without ripping off her own leg.
Right.
You know, it's fucking wild. But that was fucking brutal.
That was gnarly as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, when she opens it and finds her boyfriend in there, and she has to crawl in there with her boyfriend's dead body to get away from Michael. Gnarly.
Absolutely.
Very cool. And then he kills Carrie Tate, Laurie Strode's boyfriend, with the classic stab and lift.
Which Halloween 2, he first did that.
Yeah.
With the scalpel, which one of the best moments of Halloween 2, by the way.
Classic stab and lift.
Yeah, stab and lift.
That was a gnarly death for sure.
That's a workout.
What else we got here? Bad mask. The knife through the
mask was inconsistent to me. Like, it wasn't always bad. Sometimes it was okay.
Yeah.
Maybe more often than not it was bad. But yeah, not the best.
I thought
better than 4 though.
Everything's better than 4.
Yeah. And 5.
Again, you don't like Asian Michael.
He does kind of look a little Korean, I think. Yeah, now that you say that.
I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
That's not even Asian. That's just not. I don't know.
Just stop it, okay?
I should.
Just stop it.
Enough is enough.
I know, dude. This is coming from me, too.
What else we got? I thought the scene where he's chasing Hartnett and his girlfriend was very intense. Like, in a good way. Like, when they get to the gate and the girlfriend's fumbling with the keys and then she drops the keys. Like a real trustworthy woman in a horror movie. And they close the gate and then they're banging on the door to get somebody to open. And Michael's like, I'm going to try each one.
Yeah.
And but before he does that, he sticks his arm through with the knife. And then, you hear the ADR, but he's there. And
which always sells it, honestly, for me.
And they're really not that far away. And he's just going at them. And you're like, is he going to get one of them?
It's intense, man.
Very intense. And then Jamie Lee Curtis opens the door, lets them in. And there's that incredible shot of just the circular window on the door.
Mm.
He finally gets the right key. The kids get inside. They close the door. And it's just her and him looking at each other.
Mm-hmm.
The look of horror on her face.
Yeah.
Because this is soft reboot. She hasn't seen him in 20 years. She's always been afraid of him.
Juxtaposed with the stupid look on his face.
Yeah.
yeah,
because of the dumb mask with the eyes.
Yeah.
Imagine how much cooler that would have been if he had blacked out eyes.
It would have been cooler.
But shout out to Jamie Lee Curtis because she sold that so well.
She's one of the best.
That look of horror, like I felt it. Like this bitch is scared. She's been afraid of this dude for good reason. She's letting him know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Zero poker face.
Poker face.
What else? I got badass kick to get the axe when after I think the boyfriend's dead already, so they've they shot LL. You think he's dead, but he's not.
Right. Which, by the way, I've seen this movie like 20, 30 times, honestly.
Yeah.
But pretty spaced out. Every time I start to watch this movie, I can't remember what happens to LL. because it's probably because of that fake out.
Yeah,
Like he's dead, but he's not.
Yeah.
That's a lot of blood that comes out for just a graze.
Dude, yeah.
It's just a graze, baby.
Baby, the bullet just grazed me.
All right. Let's make these fucking porn books.
Yeah. When she tells Hartnett and his girlfriend to drive off and she stays to like confront Michael, she does this really badass kick to get a fireman's axe out of the glass. I thought that was cool.
That was cool.
We see this really cool way that he kills Michael. He does this like really cool one arm like drop where he's hanging. He's doing a pull up.
Yeah.
And he does like a really slow kind of thing.
Just one arm.
He does it in the next movie too.
Yep.
And it's like I think it's the only two that he does it in, but it is such a badass like move.
Definitely.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Call back to the arm slash from Halloween 2 or was it 1? Cuz in this one they make note to show you that she has a scar.
Yeah. Stabs her in the exact same spot.
Yeah, like he like slices her and then he does it again.
Yeah. I love it.
So, cool callback to that.
She's just bad at stabbing when it comes to Laurie for some
reason.
Right.
She's
got this
her
weird
plot armor.
Plot armor force field. Yeah.
And then like the showdown between the two of them, I thought was it was a little weak.
I thought it was abrupt.
When she was hiding under the tables.
Yeah.
And he's like flipping tables one by one, like.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you can think of it as like clearly she's only under one set of tables. It's not under here. Like she's not hard to get at.
Like
for me, it was just badass the way he's kind of doing. He's
yeah.
Just like fuck you. Like he knew where she was, but he was just kind of.
We've seen Michael smarter than this before, though.
I think it was just
when he's standing on on the table. He knows she's under him, and then we see this cool like drop down shot of him standing, and then we see her crawling.
Yeah.
He sees her, and then he kind of hops off, and it's like, okay, I've seen you crawling.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I just go to the last table?
Right.
But instead, it's like this. I get it. Suspense, build up, horror movie.
You're right.
Shut up, Matt. This movie's gonna be done in 35 minutes if it was up to me.
Yeah.
But. And then she ends up in one of the kitchens, one of the kids' kitchens, throwing knives at him horrendously.
Until one sticks on the wall. And it's too late by that point.
But other than that, I loved everything about it. I mean, the ending was, for its time, very crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She stabs him up a bit. He falls off this ledge. They get him in an ambulance. She just pulls a gun off a cop, and she's like, I'm going to end this dude.
Yeah.
She takes the van that he's in.
Fuck you guys.
She's driving through the NorCal hills.
I'm outta here.
He's in a body bag.
Yeah.
Breaks out of the body bag. She runs them off the road. He gets pinned between the van and a branch, or a tree.
Yeah.
And, she's all beat up because they were rolling down this hill. She's all fucked up. And it's like, oh, man, what's going to happen? He starts, like, pleading to her, like, sympathetically and quietly with just his dumb eyes and his hand. And she's, like, kind of falling for it, or, like, you think she is. And then clean takes his head off.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Came to her senses real quick.
Halloween's over.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
No, it's badass, honestly. It's one of the most badass
It's
moments
a very cool
of the whole
ending.
franchise. And
one of the more interesting ways to kill Michael, because shooting, burning hasn't explosions haven't worked.
he's a zombie.
Yeah.
You gotta take the head off.
I noticed they didn't do any heavy breathing scenes. No heavy breathing. I was a little sad by that. And they did one first-person scene. That's what I was saying before in the first episode. Like some movies, they'll just throw one in there as like a, shut up, we know this is what you like.
Sure. It's, yeah.
But overall, I loved this. I thought it was a well put together movie.
Yeah, it is.
It was
a tight script. Makes the most sense. No stupid cult stuff. And likable characters, man. Especially her boyfriend, the guidance counselor.
I was sad to see him go.
Oh my God, that one line where he goes into the girls' dorm, and they're joking with each other. He's like, "What are you gonna be doing if you're not going to Yosemite?" "Oh, we're gonna go hang out with boys and get drunk and do drugs."
Yeah.
"What about you should come."
Yeah.
Mr. Guidance Counselor. He's like, "I can't. I'm having my nipples pierced."
Yeah, that's right.
Dude, gets a laugh out of me every time. Like
yeah.
huge. I know it's coming, but his delivery is so good of that line, dude.
Or
so dry and sarcastic.
When he's with Lori and she tells him about how Michael killed his sister and blah blah blah, and like she's opening up to him. And he's laying on the couch, she's sitting on top of him, and she tells him about all this, like, he killed my sister and blah blah blah. And he goes, "That's sucky. Take your clothes off."
Yeah, right. Yeah, a little insensitive. I guess he just thinks she's fucking with him.
Yeah. Because then like 2 lines later, she tells him something else, and he's like, "Are you telling me the truth?"
Yeah.
And then he snaps out of it. But in that moment, he's like, "Aw,
yeah.
Why's your bra on?"
Exactly.
I know what you got there, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Let them dogs out.
Exactly.
But I loved it. This is a movie that I could see myself going back to.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of my favorites in the series.
I agree.
This is your 6. I gave it an 8.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of enjoy I don't know. They're different, very different movies. But I really enjoy it. I had a smile on my face the whole time. Like, this is a solid slasher. I dig all of the characters. They're all likable. They all have their own motivations. It all makes sense, They're all grounded in reality. Lori especially.
Yeah, no stupid cops.
No stupid cops. Her trauma is the way she deals with it is very understandable in this movie. She's uptight, but still, like the old movie, the first movie, a studious kind of nerdy chick, and she carries that energy in H2O. So like her characterization was really
That's a good observation.
Yeah, Jamie Lee's always great, man. She's a great actress, and she just got better as time went on.
Absolutely.
She's fine in the first movie, but like she really
she stands out in this one.
Yeah, she comes to her own.
Yeah.
Josh Hartnett's great. Really like that opening scene. Really very suspenseful with the back and forth. Somebody's broken into my apartment.
Yeah.
Oh, check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, the coast is clear. Those are some funny moments in that. Obviously very suspenseful. Joseph Gordon-Levitt checking out the place.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise, nothing happens to him. He steals the beers in the fridge. Yeah. And that was funny. Yeah, and then he gets spooked. He fucking bashes the pots and
the
pans
hockey stick. He
in the
fucks
kitchen.
up her kitchen.
Yeah, and then he comes outside.
And the way he
like,
tells her.
Looks like they fucked up your kitchen.
Bye.
And it's so funny. As he's walking away, you can hear the clinking of the beers in his fucking pockets, dude. I love that little detail. Dude.
Yeah.
Very, very good, well done sound design in the movie.
Yeah. I think the way he tells her is like, "Oh, by the way," like almost as if he forgot. Like, "Oh, by the way, they did a real number on your kitchen."
Yeah. Bye. Like, couldn't be more obvious.
Yeah.
But and it's really cool. Yeah, and
it was another very 90s movie.
Yeah, she goes back into her house, and she gets fucking freaked out. Her doors are open, and she's like, "Fuck this!"
Yeah.
And then she runs across the street to the next door, who was Joseph Gordon-Levitt's house, I guess. And but in that moment, you're like, okay, here's a fucking smart character that doesn't, like every other movie, continue to investigate. She's like, "Oh, too many spooky things are happening. I'm out."
Yeah.
And goes to like somebody who she thinks could protect her, and like, oh,
Oops.
no, he's already got to them already. So very well done opening.
Yeah.
Very good cat and mouse moments in the movie, and yeah, one of the most solid entries in the Halloween franchise. One of the first few I've seen.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't see these movies in order.
No.
But loved it. Yeah, LL Cool J was great. And yeah, cool setting, like an abandoned college
Sure.
campus.
Yeah.
That's a cool area.
I like that they took it out of Illinois.
Yeah, it's California. It's you don't get like
California.
that fall atmosphere, but it's cool. It works in its own way.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a lot of good like chase sequences. Like I said, very dread inducing, especially with the girl who the elevator shaft drops on her leg. She's crawling away only for Mike just to come back upstairs. It's just like, oh my god, like you're not getting out of this.
Yeah.
It's just it's painstaking to watch almost. Very well done movie. Steve Miner. He directed a lot of 80s horror movies too.
Nice.
But, yeah, H2O, one of the best of the franchise.
Yeah. It's one of the best of the franchise.
You know it. I know it.
It's one of the best beverages out there. Drink your water.
It's all good, man.
Can't
it
go wrong with
subconsciously
H2O.
makes you thirsty, and that's always good.
Yeah, I drank a lot of water during this movie.
Yes, as did I.
I stay hydrated.
What's up next, Matt?
So next up, we got my first Halloween movie, which I thought I enjoyed when I watched it, until I realized after this rewatch that I was 10. Going into this rewatch, I thought I would enjoy it because it's, as before mentioned, the same director of H2.
Right.
Only returning director for this group of for this timeline of Halloween movies. Rick Rosenthal came back. Halloween Resurrection, 2002's Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah, drop the ball on this one, Rick.
Oof, that ain't the word.
Yeah.
I mean, the opening I thought was good. It was super interesting. It was a curveball. Laurie is a wackadoo. She is in a mental home. She's in a loony bin. Nobody believes her about none of this Michael shit. She just took this dude's head off. Who we also, this is where we learn that Michael's still alive.
Right.
Because one of the paramedics that was, I guess, doing their stuff while he was dead in the school when we thought Laurie killed him, comes back to life, crushes this dude's larynx, steals his clothes, puts him in the Michael garb, and the head that Laurie takes off is this dude.
Yeah.
And the reason why he was like reaching out and pleading, because he's trying to tell her, I ain't this dude. Right. I'm probably already going to die because I've been in this car accident. You got me pinned against a tree. Like, help me. And
which honestly, I think it's kind of clever.
It's very clever.
Well, people fucking, like, the Halloween fans hate that. They think it's so fucking dumb. And part of me gets it because I don't think that was the original intention. They kind of tacked it on, but it's organic enough.
Yeah, I mean, the only dumb part about it.
How'd they do it? How'd you get away with it?
Well, not only that, but like when he switches the clothes, Michael, and he's walking around in the guy's paramedic outfit.
Right.
He's walking around with the knife in his hand. So he's walking around like the school grounds, you know, face exposed, whatever.
Yeah.
But just walking around with this giant kitchen knife in a paramedic outfit. And everyone's like sprawling around and blah, 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 blah. And he's just like...
It's an odd thing for a paramedic to be carrying around.
I'm a sneak out of here, guys.
Yeah.
I'm punching out early.
Yeah.
Me and my knife.
Yeah.
That's the only stupid part. I'm watching that like, did he have to?
I don't know. I think there's plenty stupid about it. That is stupid. But think about it. I mean, no other paramedic saw him? Like, there's only one paramedic around Mike.
Right.
You'd have to believe that.
Also that.
Yeah.
And nobody asked, anybody seen Craig? Where's Craig?
Right.
Craig?
Who's this weirdo that we've never seen before on the job?
Who's this guy with Craig's name on his shirt holding a knife?
Who's not Craig?
Right. Who's not Craig? Like, I feel like that was the movie's spoon-feedy way of
Mhm.
telling you this is Michael,
Yeah.
which like you didn't need. Like, did you need to?
Right.
But also 2002, people are stupid.
Yeah. I'm
So-
sure I sure was.
So that was the only dumb part about it that I thought. I thought if they didn't put the simple knife in there,
Right.
perfect opening.
Okay.
So Lori's a lunatic. She's not taking her pills. They have this really cool scene where the orderlies come in, and they give some exposition. It's like a seasoned nurse and a new nurse, and the seasoned nurse is like, and this is also wink winky for like if you're just jumping in. Oh, this patient's Laura Strode. She's the survivor of these murders. And it's like, this is the
Right.
5th time I've heard this in this series.
I know. It's
But I get it. I mean, with every new movie, you have new
viewers. Yeah.
viewers.
You gotta give them the recap.
And at this time, there's no streaming.
No.
Like I feel like if they were to do that today, they probably wouldn't put the exposition because it's like they're all on streaming. Go find them.
Exactly. Figure it out.
But they spoon feed the new viewers. They give her these pills. They show this gnarly scene where she has a doll and she's been putting all her pills in there. She's not taking her meds.
Yeah.
And Michael finds her and he shows up and they have a showdown and it's real quick. He breaks into her room. She escapes. She runs up on the roof. She's got this booby trap set up.
Which, by the way, speaking of Scooby Doo, that was some Scooby Doo ass
Right.
shit, dude.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Just stepped in the fucking loop. You idiot, Mike.
Yeah. And then she's like behind him holding a control and she's like, I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. It is what it is.
So like she goes to cut the rope to like drop him and I guess kill him with the force of gravity.
Yeah.
And then, she has this flashback of killing the wrong guy. So
Right.
she even says it out loud. She's like, I have to make sure. And she goes to take his mask off and then he grabs her and she's holding the knife because he drops it. And, he grabs her arm and he grabs the knife and then the rope breaks and he falls and, she falls with him and he stabs her. And then they have this weird Luke Leia type shit moment, which was one of my notes. She kisses the mask.
Yeah.
And then in a badass way, in a Jamie Lee Curtis way, she goes, I'll see you in hell.
Yeah.
And then like drops herself. So Laurie Strode is dead.
Yeah.
He's finally killed Laurie.
It was just, I'm sorry. Let's just stop here. Too unbelievable, dude. It's, you went too far, Jamie, of giving Michael the benefit of the doubt
Right.
in that moment. Come
Right.
on. You had a touch of that in H2O where he's
Mhm.
reaching out.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, that's kind of nice. I've
Mhm.
never seen him do that before.
Yeah. Well,
That's crazy,
Maybe he
yeah.
likes me.
Yeah, exactly. And then like Mike's like shaking his head and like he's acting all disoriented. He's like, "Oh, that reminds me of when the other guy
Right.
did that, and it turned out to be the wrong guy." It's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I gotta be sure."
Except
You don't
this-
think he doesn't have the capacity to grab anymore as you're reaching for his face.
Right.
His arms are completely free, and it's too.
But also not only that, but like let's say this is the wrong guy again.
Right.
Whether he's the wrong guy or not, he's been trying to kill you for the last 10 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
So
He's
whether he-
clearly after you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether he's the Michael or a copycat, he's trying to kill you.
Exactly. I thought the same thing. Yeah. So that makes no sense on his face,
Yeah.
but whatever. We had to kill off Lori, some stupid. Which is funny because Lori made it a point in her contract. He's like, all right, you're going to bring me back for this. We fucking already ended in H2O.
Sure.
Now you're tacking on this stupid, plot where there's a body mix up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it, but you have to kill me off, okay?
Yeah.
They
Just
kill her off in the dumbest fucking way, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then she proceeds to do fucking 3 more movies. Like...
Yeah, I mean, but to be fair, those 3 movies came 16 years later where that bank account had time to run dry.
That's true.
So, everybody's got a number.
true.
Sometimes it takes 16 years to get to that number.
No, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I just
Yeah.
think it's funny.
Right.
She's
right,
like,
right.
I'm over this franchise.
Well, that's
apparently not.
Well, that's why they pivoted with 4 because she didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So, she didn't want to do it in 4, which was 10 years later. You tried it again 10 years after that. She said, okay, cool. And then this debacle 4 years after that.
Which, by the way, hang up the Laurie Strode plot. You gotta let it go. Like, obviously, at this point, I assume Jamie's done with it. I mean, she's fucking like 70.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Yeah.
But
Well,
don't even bring her back though. Like in any other iteration with some other actress, it's tired at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with these new reboot movies, the way it ended, I don't see them continuing anymore. I think if they ever do another Halloween, it would probably be a hard reboot, like a hard reboot. Like
yeah, but I 100% see them bringing back Laurie and like the other original characters, which some of them I wouldn't mind, but like because of course they would. I mean they've been doing that.
Yeah.
So why would they stop?
Sure.
So it is what it is. But anyways, back to Resurrection.
Yeah, Resurrection. The heavy breathing is back.
Ah,
Shout out to the heavy breathing.
sure.
Fun. Another terrible mask. It's the same. Like you could see my eyes.
The mask. Yeah, it is different from all the other ones. For me, it wasn't so much the eyes I had an issue with, but the mask itself was kind of expressive. It was too expressive. He looked just angry. The mask looked like very angry, but in like
I get that.
too animated of a way.
Yeah.
He kind of looked like a black guy, honestly, which is funny because Busta Rhymes, is playing Michael in this reality show.
Right.
But if, like, I don't know, you just look at his face, it kind of just looks like an angry black guy in white face to me. Like how you think Halloween 4 looks like an Asian guy.
Right.
That mask, Halloween Resurrection.
Looks like a black guy.
Yeah, dude. He looks like, looks like a brother.
Who these motherfucking kids in my house?
Exactly. Just the way his eye, just like angry all the time,
Who these motherfucking kids in my motherfucking house?
Exactly.
Now he's John Witherspoon. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she dies, and then I guess like the real plot starts. Completely random kids. I don't know, are they college, right? They're college kids.
Right. Literally in college, yeah.
College kids, a bunch of friends. These 6 kids win a contest to be on a reality show that's hosted, produced, created by Busta Rhymes' character and Tyra Banks.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing is like, we're going to go into the Myers house. You guys have all won. It's these 6 kids, these 6 personalities. It's 3 guys, 3 girls. You're going to go. We got these cameras rigged up. Around this time, early 2000s, there was a really sick MTV show called, I think it was called Scared. No, it was called something else. I forget.
Was it Fear or something?
Fear, maybe it was Fear. I think it was Fear.
I think I know what you're talking about.
But they would take random people and go to different like haunted places.
Yes.
And they would have like a trailer outside, and then they would all have challenges where like, okay, you, Billy, it's your turn. And same thing, they were all rigged up with cameras on their faces and like POV cameras. And it was like they would go to insane asylums and abandoned prisons and haunted houses and shit like that. And it was like, you have to go, here's this backstory of this execution chamber, and it's said to have been haunted. Your task is to go sit in the electric chair for 20 minutes. And, it was probably dolled up and fake to a certain extent, but they would go and they would sit there, and then they would hear like knocks or like weird shit. And so this movie kind of takes that and makes that the plot. We're gonna go to the Myers house. You guys are all rigged up, and
which is cool.
Yeah,
I dig that part of the
movie.
It's
not a bad plot.
On paper, it's cool.
It gives the characters a reason to be there, other than just like, let's go to the Myers house.
Sure.
Like, no, you have a reason to be there. Cool, rad. So you got these kids. They're all mic'd up. They're in there, and then even before they get there, I think there's this one gnarly kill of like one of the PAs setting up. And Michael grabs some equipment and stabs him in the throat with it. Yeah. While he was like setting up cameras and stuff. So Mike's home, and he don't want people in his house.
No. And that's sick. That kill actually. There's this movie from the '60s called Peeping Tom. Have you heard of it? It's about a serial killer, and you follow his point of view.
Nice.
That's what that was his MO. That's how he'd kill people. He was a photographer. He'd go around like taking photos of models, shooting commercials.
Nice.
But he'd target certain women. And as he was filming them, he would carry around the camera attached to a tripod, and then he'd lift up the leg just like in Halloween.
Yeah.
And his had like a knife on the end, and he'd kill him. So that's I would think kind of
Cool.
a nod to that
Cool.
movie, which
Yeah.
I just saw recently. It's a classic movie that I never saw.
Really?
And I was like, let me check it out. And as soon as when I saw Resurrection again, I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of like Peep and Tom. Anyway,
Yeah, that was very cool. I got a note here that says new metal rules, like new
Yeah.
NU.
yeah.
This era was the explosion of new metal, and it shows in the soundtrack of this movie, the
Definitely.
score of this movie. New metal fucking rules.
Yeah.
A funny thing I noticed, there's a scene, one of the kids is a chef, and they're in the kitchen of this movie, and they're going through, like, you know, it's an abandoned house, so everything's all fucked up, dirty, dusty, blah, 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 blah. And he's going through spices that are left in the kitchen, and he opens one up, and he's like, that's weird, it still smells fresh. And I thought that was funny. Like, I wrote, like, so Michael's making dinner? Like, so Michael's stopping at the grocery store to get spices? Like, it's a throwaway thing that I thought was funny.
Yeah, it's funny. You don't think about it.
Yeah.
Michael doing just regular, normal, mundane things.
Yeah.
But
Just
surely he does.
like, I'm waiting for my next kill, and I'm waiting for, you know, this chicken I'm seasoning my chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not.
Which lines up with his mask looking like a black guy, because if he was a white guy, it would just be chicken on pan. Michael's throwing in the seasoning.
The plot thickens.
The plot thickens. This was an overly horny movie. Overly horny.
Yeah. Yeah. Very much of its era.
You know, out of the 6 kids that were picked to go on this show, there was the one dude who ended up playing Lenny Bruce in that Marvelous Miss Maisel show. He was super Jim. He was superly horny for the redheaded lesbian Donna, and they end up kind of hooking up. The kid from American Pie was super horny for that girl Jen.
That's right.
And then Rudy is super horny for food. Super horny for food with the spices and everything. And even in their, like, pre-show interviews, he was talking about, like, food and stuff. Rudy was horny for food.
Which one was Rudy the character's name, or like Sean Astin from that football movie?
No. No. Rudy was the character.
So I'll be honest. I was under the influence.
The black guy.
And I was carving pumpkins while I was watching this movie. Sean Astin could very well have been in this movie. Rudy, as we know him, and I wouldn't have known better. But you're saying he wasn't. All right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, clearly he did more research into this movie than I did, which is good. You actually watched it.
Right. I thought the scene with the double Michael was one of the funniest scenes in that movie.
So funny, dude.
So you learn that Busta Rhymes, you know, knows that it's all bullshit, or thinks that it's all bullshit, that there is not gonna be no haunting. He wants to doll up the show.
Sure.
So he has decided to not tell these kids that he's gonna walk around the house dressed as Michael to spook them.
Right.
And then he runs into Michael. And there's this great scene where he thinks he's, I guess, the PA who died earlier. And he's telling him, he's like, what the fuck? He curses him out in the Michael Myers mask.
Yeah.
So it just looks like Michael talking to Michael.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to fucking ruin it.
Yeah.
I told you that I'm doing this bullshit. Yeah. Why don't you go help out? And then I forget Tyra Banks' character name. Yeah. But then he spells out, the funniest thing is he spells out how to get to her. Yeah. He's like, I told you, I left the back door open to go to the trailer, and that's where she is. Go help her get the fuck out of here. And the whole time, real Michael's just, all right. He's just staring at him like,
good to know.
Well, I guess that's what I'm going to do. And then he kills Tyra Banks off camera.
Yeah. I will say this Michael really knows how to choose his battles.
Yeah, right?
He really chose his battles selectively. Because, I mean, Busta Rhymes is there. I mean, look, all Michael needs is for you to just be there.
Right.
That's about it.
That's enough for him.
And it's Busta Rhymes. He's
cursing
fucking
him
barking
out
at you.
Aggressively.
And he's fucking tapping him in his face, disrespecting him. And Mike's like, I'll deal with you later, I guess.
Michael's like, I'm just going to let this dog bark.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to get him later. So fucking funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That was so funny. Oh, man.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes is somehow the worst thing and the best thing about this movie.
Absolutely.
Like, it's weird.
Yep.
There's this duality to the movie. But yeah.
I think a lot of it had. I mean, like I remember him in the '90s and his music videos, and he's like a super. Like he gets weird, he gets left field, he's very
Yeah.
animated.
Yeah.
He gets into whatever role he's in. And I don't know, I feel like if anybody else played that character and read those lines for that whole movie, it would have been shit. But I feel like he had fun with it and he sold it. I liked his character.
Dude, you know what's funny? I read this. When the movie before it officially premiered, when there was like early access screenings, where they're testing it on audience.
Sure.
After the movie was over, the test audience they told the producers, we need more Busta Rhymes.
Yes, that's fucking great.
He's in the
That's
movie, but
great.
and so Busta Rhymes, in response, he kind of he was more prevalent in the movie. He even came up with his own lines in the movie. They
love
let him
that.
just kind of like just go off.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so great.
So who'd have thought? Like
Yeah.
we need more. We need more '90s rappers in our
That's
Michael
fucking-
Myers movies. They
that's
just
fucking
test well
great.
with the audience.
Yeah. I thought overall the kills were pretty cool. He traps the redhead in that long hallway in the basement. That was a very intense scene
Yeah, I mean,
where she runs to the gate and he puts
and before
her
that,
on
we
the
get
spike.
a fairly good pre-sex scene in that movie. The guy's just trying to fuck
Oh.
her the whole time, and they
with,
end up
with the fake skeleton.
yeah, they end up busting through a wall or something. There's a fake
Yeah.
skeleton just falling on her tits and shit.
Yeah.
But, she had a great pair. Not to be crude.
That was a great pair.
I'm not
That
trying
was.
to be crude.
I'll be crude.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's locker room talk. This is how we talk.
Hey,
This is
look.
how we talk in the locker room. She had great tits, the best tits.
Look, I mean, if they looked good, there's no other way. Like, what do you want me to do? What do
Not
you-
mention it.
What do you want me to say? Right? I mean, if some guy walked around naked, I probably wouldn't be looking at his piece because I'm straight.
Right.
But like, I'd be like, hey, you got, I see abs. Those are some nice abs.
Call a spade a spade.
Call a spade a spade. Call it tit a tit.
Call it tit for tat.
Call it tit a tit. It was a good
Mhm.
pair. It was a nice pair. It's a great
Yeah.
pair.
I love redheads too, man.
Best. I blame comic books for why I love redheads.
Poison Ivy,
Poison Ivy, but like Mary Jane.
Mary Jane. Yeah.
I'm a big Spider-Man guy. Mary Jane.
That's right, Mary Jane, of course.
I like Wolverine. He's a big redhead guy. Jean Grey.
Mm.
He was messing with that, so I like redheads.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Pop culture influence, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, some decent kills, I guess. Honestly, if
He crushes Lenny Bruce guy's head. I thought that was gnarly.
yeah, kind of.
Right. I mean, he.
The blood comes out of the eyes, but there's no like.
And then I watched it with subtitles, and I was told when the skull was crushed.
Yeah.
So, okay, now I'm supposed to. So, okay, gotcha.
See, if they just had like a prosthetic of some kind,
Just
and, like,
smush.
just showed it like,
It's
a little bit,
smush.
even if it looked kind of corny, it would have
Yeah.
been better than just my eyes are bleeding
Right.
and there's a sound effect. It felt very early 2000s. Which it is what it is.
I mean, maybe it just would have looked too fake because the angle while he was doing it, like the camera was in the guy's face.
so you do it from behind. There's all sorts of techniques
Oh,
you could
yeah,
do. Dude.
yeah,
Trust me.
that's true.
There's so much better things they
That's
could have
true.
done. I thought they kind of nerfed the kills, in my opinion, in this movie.
What
There were
other
better
ones
kills.
did they
6 had
have?
way better kills in this movie, I'd say. But
Yeah.
that's just me.
What else did they have? The way he kills the American Pie dude, he like comes out of the mirror
That was cool.
and he does one of those like the jagged piece kills. That was all right.
That was pretty cool.
He took that girl's head off.
Yeah. That wasn't bad.
That was a gnarly kill.
It was a gnarly kill,
The
but
chick
the
that
way they
looked like
showed
Brittany
it,
Murphy. She looked like Brittany Murphy.
I thought the exact same.
I
As soon as
thought
I
it
saw her, I
was,
was like, this
yeah.
is Brittany Murphy, but it isn't. Yeah, totally.
Rest in peace, Brittany Murphy, and rest in peace that girl's character because her head got taken off with a kitchen knife.
Yeah.
Suspend your disbelief because it was one clean swipe and the kitchen knife went through the neck bone.
Hey, dude, Mike Myers, superhuman strength. What are you going to do?
He's also really pissed off that there's a bunch of people in his house.
Yeah, dude, he's got that mom taking a car off her baby energy, you know?
Who else did we have? The Tyra Banks off camera. They found her just hanging in the trailer.
That's right.
And then I think that was it.
Maybe Tyra had her in her contract, you know, because she's a model, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's the face of America's Top Model. She's like,
Yeah.
you can't show a fucking video, you know, killing me. Can't even show that.
You can't show a black-looking white man kill me.
Yeah. You can't show a black-looking white man kill a light-skinned black woman on TV.
Right. Although, that movie could have used more Tyra Banks.
Oh, dude, she's a babe.
Smoke show.
Totally.
Swing. What else we got? We got Kung Fu Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, he comes in kicking.
With literal ADR. Yeah. Like, he came in with the Kung Fu. I mean, he spun kicked Michael.
I'm sure that was all his idea.
Absolutely. That's the part where test audiences were like, we need more. And he was like, I could just do some spin kicks.
I know what the people need. What more to say about Halloween Resurrection?
What's there not to say about Halloween Resurrection? I mean, doesn't everybody have so much to say about this movie?
It just hits all the notes, you know.
Yeah, all the brown notes, all the and that's not saying that this is the most black cast that's ever been in a Halloween movie, because it's just saying brown note, the one that makes you shit your pants because it's bad, not because you're scared.
That's what we need, a Halloween back in the hood.
Right, Halloween in the hood.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah.
HOLLA.
Yeah.
Ween.
Halloween. Halloween.
Starring Ice Cube.
Yeah. We need more rappers in our Halloween franchise.
That should be the fourth Friday, because the third one was Christmas themed. So now every Friday should just be holiday themed. Yeah. Halloween. Well, Busta Rhymes is in this one. We're at the end. There's a fire in the basement of the Myers home. Mm-hmm. We're believed to think that he's dead because he kung fu fought Michael upstairs, and then he gets stabbed in the shoulder and left up there, while the final girl, whose name I don't even remember, is running downstairs. A fire breaks out. Busta Rhymes ends up kicking the door down. Trick or treat, motherfucker. Yeah. He unplugs something that's down there. Like, I don't know if that's where they were keeping the what do they call it, video village for the show, or maybe if it was in a trailer. But he unplugs a bunch of stuff and he stabs Michael in the dick. And he just starts firing off on all ends. He's charging him up with all this electricity. Throws the girl over his shoulder, gets a change of heart. Happy fucking Halloween. Michael's dead, and then they leave the house.
That's it.
And then that's where it should have ended.
Right.
They should have ended it there and just.
Busta Rhymes had to throw in one more little fucking one-liner.
Yeah.
Looking like a crispy fried chicken motherfucker, Michael Myers, something like that. Like,
I mean, even ended there.
All right, that's good.
Even ended there. Let us
Hard cut right after that line.
Let us think he's dead. The end credit scene will be playing like either some kind of Godsmack song or Static X or something, like real early 2000s new metal, and just leave it.
Yeah.
Instead, they follow the trend of the times where everything's a cliffhanger. Everything is going to lead to another one, whether the dude's alive or not. They show you bring it. They show us them bringing Michael to the morgue. The doctor's like real cheeky with the practitioner that's in there. Oh, I got a good one for you. It's Michael Myers.
Yeah.
She's all freaked out. Oh, she opens up the body bag. You see the charred up mask. Looks real gnarly. You still have a chance to end it. You still have a chance, and they just ignore it. And, it's the big zoom in, jump scare, eyes open, zoom in, loud noise, then credits.
You're right.
So Michael's alive. Great. Well, they really did a lot with it.
Yeah.
Because the next movie that came out was a reboot.
Right. Yeah.
And then the next movie after the two reboots erased everything in the middle.
Right.
So Miramax really did a lot with keeping Michael alive in Halloween Resurrection.
I mean, that's what Mustafa Akkad wanted. His whole thing was, you cannot kill Michael. That's all him.
That was his jam?
That was his
real?
jam. You cannot kill it.
Oh, well. You got to abide by the man's wishes.
Yeah. So
Who is he?
Rules is rules. Yeah.
Who is he? I mean, he's just a producer of every movie.
Yeah, he's a producer that basically made John Carpenter's original happen, and I guess he owned the rights ever since, and he bounces around studio to studio. They own it for a few years or whatever, and then another studio owns it a few years. And
Who's Michael the brainchild of? Is that John Carpenter's
yeah,
baby?
it's John Carpenter, yeah. But he
So
sold,
fuck this producer guy not being able to kill Michael.
Well, he sold the rights of the script. You know, it is what it is. You know.
Yeah,
but,
that's true. What can you do?
But I guess now that it's his son, Malakakad, you can kill him, and then you just
You could
rebirth
really
him.
kill him.
Yeah, you can really kill him, and
You
then
could put him in a grinder. You
yeah,
could do it in front of people.
and you reincarnate him, and you make a lot more money, and that's it's the American way, baby.
Money's what helps the world go round.
That's true. I give Halloween Resurrection. I throw it a couple schmeckles.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, what did I give it? Let's see.
Drum roll, Monty.
Hey, he purred. There we go. It's kind of like a drum roll.
Yeah,
Let's see. Resurrection. After loving H2O and giving it an 8, I gave Resurrection a 6. It was
That's
mid.
fair.
It was mid.
very mid.
It was very mid. It was a movie. But
Halloween Resurrection. Yo, that shit was a movie.
That shit was a movie.
That shit was a movie, cuh.
Wasn't a good one, but it was a movie.
That's for damn sure.
And that concludes the H2O Resurrection, kind of like the first rebirth after the mid-culty Myers stuff.
Right.
Little soft reboot of the series. You know, it is what it is. Take it for what you want. There's a lot better ones out there.
Yeah.
But watch them. Watch them. See what you feel. See what you feel. Maybe you like Resurrection.
Sure.
I don't want to associate with you if you like Resurrection, but
No.
maybe you do.
Yeah.
You know.
And let us know so we know to avoid you.
Right. Tell us in the comments so I know who to block on all my personal pages.
That's right.